Hey guys, it's Heidi. Welcome back to another Eat Happy video here. And what I'm doing for you this morning is I'm inviting you back into my kitchen and I'm making a blueberry chia seed jam for my kids. So I don't know if any of you moms out there can relate. Perhaps your kids like an almond butter and jelly sandwich. It's great. I'm going to be making the same thing basically for them for lunch today, except that I'm going to remove all of the sugars and artificial, that's my artificial word for artificial, ingredients from the process so that I'm giving them really a jelly that's all based on whole food ingredients. So I'm putting 2 cups of blueberries here into a saucepan that is warmed up to like a medium-high heat. These are frozen blueberries, just so you know. I could have used fresh this time of year, but my fresh I save for like on top of my cereal in the morning, my oatmeal, or just to eat, raw right out of the container. But, whenever you're purchasing frozen fruits or vegetables, make sure that there's no added salts or sugars. So you can see from my ingredient label, the only ingredient is wild blueberries. So that's one way of just reducing any artificial ingredients. And then while that's warming up over there, I am going to spoon out some chia seeds. So I'm going to do 6 tablespoons, and this is my thickening agent for my jam. So here we go. So I'm just using some organic black chia seeds here. And what I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of protein and a ton of fiber to my jam for my kids. So I guarantee whatever type of jarred jelly or jam you find in the grocery store, you can read the label and you're never going to find protein and fiber in your jelly. You're gonna find the majority of it is carbohydrates and primarily sugars, right? And the other thing I'm going to do, so this is a lemon that I squeezed into my water this morning. I'm going to take a grater and grate some of the peel right into the blueberry mixture on the stove, just to give it a little zest. And we know the majority of the zest that we get is right from the rind. So it's super easy to do. You can do as much or as little as you want. And keep in mind, this is a great method of adding lemon to anything that you cook. You can put it in, you can grind up some lemon for a frosting or a whipped topping. You can do it for a drink, especially if you're making a sangria with either lime or lemons involved in it. I often will grate up some of the lemon rind and put it right in there. It gives you a nice concentrated flavor. And then of course you can put some lemons in the drink just for it to look extra pretty. Now, when you're making your jam, you get to choose really how chunky or how smooth you want it to be. So if you have children that perhaps are more texture eaters and you want it to be more smooth, it's really easy. You just take a potato masher, or you can take a fork and just press down and break up some of those blueberries. So for me, I like a chunky sort of texture. My kids are fine with it too. So I'm gonna let the blueberries warm up in there. And in case you're not aware, blueberries are filled with antioxidants. So they're a great fruit with so many health benefits. You're also going to see a ton of vitamin K in there as well, and also magnesium, which we know that most people are deficient in magnesium. So any way that I can sort of insert a little extra into my kids' diet, I just feel like I'm benefiting them. So I'm gonna check my blueberries to see if they're all warmed up. So they're bubbling over here. You can hear them sort of hitting the side of the pan. And I'm gonna dump my chia seeds right in there and mix them around. And for any of you that use chia seeds perhaps in a smoothie, or you add chia seeds to make a chia seed pudding, you know that what they do is they absorb all of that liquid and they get sort of plump and pearly. And that's what's going to now reduce some of the liquid in the jam or jelly. So then it's up to you how you want to store this. Mason jars are key. So if you're looking to make a larger batch, obviously just duplicate this recipe, and then you can seal them off in mason jar containers and keep them. I'm just doing just enough for, you know, what I'm going to keep in my fridge and use over, you know, the next couple of weeks. So you could also, you know, put it in a Tupperware if you wanted to, or another, you know, glass non-mason jar glass container, whichever works for you. And once all of these, all of the liquid dissolves, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the blueberries, the mixture, and we're going to refrigerate it so that it cools off and is ready to be used on a sandwich just in time for lunch, right? So you can do this first thing in the morning, and then it's ready by the time the kids are home and their bellies are hungry. So hope you enjoyed this video. I will post a picture of these delicious sandwiches and hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.